Hello, this is Krista here again today, and today I want to talk about intuition, inner guidance, and following gut hunches. This is important for everybody to begin practicing and to follow because, again, as I always talk about meeting the inner self, this helps to get in touch with the inner self. And it's really simple and easy to do. There's no advanced hard way of learning or doing it. It's just really simple technique that everybody can start to practice. And I know that once I started practicing it, really amazing magical things started happening again. It's, up there in the synchronicities and the universal laws and practicing all of that. It's really amazing what a person will and be led and guided to when they do start following this one. So I'm going to teach it here real quick. And it is simply by, okay, say that you have a choice to make that day. Say, okay, you're going to go to the grocery store. Okay. And you either have the choice to go to the grocery store or you have a choice to go visit your friend. Okay, now, when you start to practice this, the first thing to do is to think about which choice to make. And you're going to think for a minute, maybe close your eyes and think for a minute about going to the grocery store. And the neat part of this is that you get to do some visualization where you just all of a sudden begin to imagine what would happen when you went to the grocery store. And as you visualize whatever comes through your mind, trust that. More of a reality version though, like unless you're like imagining aliens coming out of the sky, but when you get there, but still, again, whatever first comes into your mind that you do envision as you go to the grocery store, even if it is aliens coming out of the sky, that's usually like a warning, bad feeling vibe that you're getting, like some kind of warning that maybe, you shouldn't do that. And this goes for, and not just the grocery store, but any kind of situation, anything that you're planning on doing that day or whatever. Because this helps set the day, more of a safety plan for yourself, and to follow your highest and best guidance for your best learning and growth every day. Okay, so back to the practice. If you get a good hunch about that, if everything looks good and clear, that if you have a nice vision, a pleasant vision, that's fine. But if you have a bad, you should probably go and do that one, and you know what I mean. Okay, and then another instance when you're going to see a friend. When you stop for a minute and think about going to visit that friend and what will happen, as you go there and get there, close your eyes for a minute again, or just envision for yourself for a second what plays through your mind of what would happen when you think about it. If something kind of uneasy comes up in the scenario of what would happen there, it might not be your best idea to go. Maybe choose something else to do, or be wary of going. So but if you have like a good vision of it, and a good gut hunch, you really need to start trusting that gut hunch again, like whether something you're thinking about doing feels good or if it feels bad. If it feels good, go ahead and do it. It's probably safe and okay, and it might be your best choice to go and see what happens there. You know. But if it feels bad, or if you're having, just a bad envisioning of something happening there, it's probably in your best interest maybe to do something else that you have to do, or, just be wary and precautionary, um, and maybe just go do something else. This is so important, and as you start being aware of when you practice this, and then as you go out forth, and you're choosing what would be the best thing for you to do, um, it's really amazing that even if like you don't trust yourself at first, this is how you practice. And like if you do have a bad hunch, but you feel like, you got to go do it anyways, watch how it plays out. In a lot of cases for me, I know that I'll follow through on something not so good feeling, and then all of a sudden things won't go quite right. Things will just kind of fall apart, or not, it won't be a very happy or fun time, and it just kind of sucks. Whatever I'm doing, the choice that I'm making, it sucks. And maybe my tire will go flat, or just maybe even something a lot smaller than that. You might get in an argument with that person, or something like that. Um, but you can actually look at that and think to yourself, now, I did have a bad thought about this today when I thought about, my choice making, whether or not to do this. And maybe this is not the highest and best path for me, of choice for me. And it's just all in instincts. But, if you do have a good feeling about something, and you go through with it, usually you'll have less problems while doing the choice that you've made, and during that. I mean, it's just amazing. The path will go smoother, less things will go wrong, and you keep more on a safety type of level, and it just kind of things just flow better. It's really amazing. So I hope that you can start putting this into your practices, and it really just raises the intuition level on such a higher state, and the more that you practice, the better you're going to get, and just better and the better and the better. And I'm really excited about this for myself too, and using it and practicing it, because I know that a lot of things have just started going more right for me, and I'm starting to leave behind a world that was really just kind of like coming out of a pit. If you've all heard my story, all my bad relationships and just one bad luck thing after another. For most of my life, I mean, I would come to a point, and then it would drop to a good point, and then it would just fall again, and then I would have to, go back up, and then it would just fall again. But using these practices, it's amazing how all of a sudden it just seems kind of like a gradual climb instead of such a fallback. It's just more of a gradual, and it keeps more hope alive, and just kind of an inspiration, and dreams, and just a lot more positive vibes. So thanks for listening today, and I hope that you have an amazing time discovering your own inner journey and outer journey through life, and bless you.